a flight attendant. Okay? And I'll tell you why you should never, ever go near flight attendants. Okay? Flight attendants, number one, travel all around the world to different countries. Okay? So they can't commit to one man. Right? They're hardly ever in one country. They'll be in Dubai, they'll be in Japan, they'll be here, there. And if you're dating one, it's going to be tricky trying to see her on a weekly basis. Okay. So that's a problem there. All right. So how do you build a connection with a chick if she's traveling all around the world? You want her right in front of you. Okay. Preferably NAKED. A bit PG though. So, Robert, do you give that point there, Theo?
Yeah, I get you. Okay, so with flight attendants, I remember Japanese flight attendants telling me about their escapades flying for Japanese airlines or other airlines. Yeah, I would always keep my eyes open with them. Doubt I would date them. Ukrainian flight attendants also. I heard all kinds of stories. I got women telling me what was up, and they were definitely hopping from guy to guy, or even being with some guys. Like they would just be in the airplane with some guy, like in first class or second business class, and then they would land and hook up with them later on. I would say straight out, avoid international flight attendants for the most part. They are a little loose. I've just heard too many comments from too many men in different countries, the men speaking, the natives speaking about it. So, yeah, I agree.
So there's a Patreon video, and go on the Patreon and join it, where a brother was telling a story of him dealing with a flight attendant in, I think it was in Iceland or Denmark, okay? And what he was telling me, right, was so downright filthy and X-rayed, I couldn't believe what I was hearing, okay? These flight attendant chicks are a bunch of freaks, 304s. Don't wife one up, please, okay? Because they are getting ran through by rich dudes in business class, okay? And also, they also practice hypergamy. Again, every plane has a business class section. A bunch of rich dudes there with diamond watch. Could be Arab dudes, Russian dudes, African dudes, Chinese dudes, okay? So, of course, right, if they see an attractive flight attendant, they're going to make their move. They're going to spit game, see if they can get her, okay? And she might entertain it. Next thing you know, she's getting ran through, okay? Don't date flight attendants, even if she is foreign. Theo, do you want to speak about keeping it obviously, brother, coded and PG about the Japanese female escapades, brother, who are flight attendants?
It was pretty much the same thing that you're talking about. So they would be with different guys from different countries. It'd usually be on the down low, but it was one of the things that I taught English in this one place, and they had the flight attendants also learning English, and they would come into my class, and then they would tell certain things to me, what was going on, and they just they had no problem. So like, one of the good things about the job is that they could have secret boyfriends in one place versus another, and that's what they do, right? So the different countries that they would go to, they would just fuck up with one guy versus another guy. So I heard this, and I was like, oh, you got to be joking. But no, they were not. So yeah, flight attendant off the table. Plus, if they're training to be a flight attendant, all they do is that the entire time. It's like their entire life. So they're really rigid, and they don't have any time for you. It's kind of like me teaching computers all the time. But then when they're in another country, they go crazy. So heard about this from more than one source, from more than one nationality, from more than one race of men. saying this to me or what's going on with Japanese. Also, the same thing with Ukrainian. So, yeah, I wouldn't touch him. I'd be just like, if a woman, being a nice woman, she says, "Oh, I'm a flight attendant," just say, "Okay, that's it, cool. I'm not interested. Let her go."
Let her go, brothers. Let her go. And I've never come across a female flight attendant that's actually married, and that tells you something. The ones I've met, always single, no ring on the finger, and we know what they're getting up to. Don't risk it.